When affirmations don't work, you can feel lost, hopeless even. In this video, we're going to explore why affirmations don't bring your manifestation wishes into being and what you can really do instead. Stay tuned. Trevor, and when I was in my 30s, I badly wanted the law of attraction to work. I wanted to change my life. I was broke, at the wrong end of a bad marriage and its breakup, and deep in debt. Of course, the law of attraction teaches you to use affirmations. Repeatedly stating what you want is supposed to have the effect of convincing your mind that the state of affairs you want to bring about is true. And the more convinced your mind is, the more it will look for, find, and even create evidence that it is true. But imagine, if you can, that we could get one of those time-lapse films of what was going on in my mind when I was doing the affirmations. I'm pretty sure your mind will do the same. By the way, I no longer do this, as I'll explain in a minute or two. But if you're interested in a fresh, no-nonsense approach to the law of attraction, I've written a free ebook called Let's Manifest a Ferrari, which you can pick up from the link at the top of the description. So, I'm saying the affirmation. Let's say it was, I have plenty of money. I always have more money than I need. Sounds decent, right? Except, of course, I didn't have the money. It was even worse on the days when a bill would arrive. So, in my brain, whilst I'm repeating the affirmation out loud, the back of my mind is going, but you don't have it. And then, maybe I'm not believing it enough, which in turn would lead me to wonder, how do I know if this law of attraction thing is real? Can you relate to that? All the time you're saying these things over and over in your mind, maybe even out loud, and at the same time your mind is besieged with doubts. Besides, it felt delusional. Telling myself I had money when I was broke and creditors were snapping at my heels was, to put it bluntly, lying to myself. I certainly wasn't convincing myself. So what's the solution? Well, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that whilst I certainly believe that we each have the power to create our lives exactly the way we want them, including in matters of money, love, and everything else, you can't trick yourself or the universe into delivering the goods. If you'd like to understand more about my no woo-woo approach to manifesting, you can pick up my free ebook, Let's Manifest a Ferrari, from the link I'll put at the top of the description. The real problem isn't that you're short of money or lonely, whatever it is. The real problem is that you can't see how it will ever end. You can't see a solution. I mean, obviously, right? Because if you could, you'd fix it, wouldn't you? The universe is pretty much your last resort. It certainly was for me. The answer is extremely simple, and for that exact same reason, hard to do for many of us. What I found was that all I needed to do was to have the single thought, I will be fine. There's always a way and I will find it. And then let go. You don't need to repeat that. You don't need to put effort into finding a way. And in the meantime, just address what shows up with good grace. I eventually stopped hiding from my creditors. When I spoke to them, they still wanted the money, but they gave me more time. Things worked out. It took a while, but I didn't lose my home. I did eventually find real love. Money did, and still does, show up. It's letting the universe take the reins that we find difficult, especially when it feels desperate or urgent. But the truth is, those desperate feelings are made of your thoughts about the situation, not the situation itself. Once I started speaking to my creditors, I felt better. I still didn't know where the money would come from, and I even told them that. I remember thinking that even they felt better knowing that I wasn't just trying to run away. Same with being on my own. Once I accepted that being single could be perfectly okay, I started to enjoy life. The idea of meeting someone and falling in love remained a pleasant dream, but the desperation was gone. Eventually, in 2006, the universe took care of that too, and I have a fantastic wife, a brilliant marriage, and am currently living the best years of my life. The universe doesn't need you to beat it into submission. It knows what you want and it will deliver. That's a promise. Your one and only job is to let it. I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon in another video.